It's that simple. No weapons, no drugs, no fucking, just laying there. It is doing nothing. Pure, unadulterated, true blue, sweet, sassy, American nothing. It is the vacuum of the human propensity for innovation, the other end of busy. Sloth is absence in attendance. Sloth is the leech on the heart of ingenuity. He also loved junk and helped stop the Fratellis, which was kind of heartwarming because he was a Fratelli. But he helped the kids get away and held the rock so the kids could escape. And... Sorry. Corey loved Birmingham. If I were a real man, I would leave you with 10 blank pages. Or maybe just type this out using only one finger. I could take pictures of myself doing so as proof. Holy living fuck, that would take me forever. I would have to cancel all kinds of shit, like my fencing and clog dancing lessons. I do not think that is an option. I am all state in clog dancing.
Do the truffle shuffle!
Me in all my glory, lying prostrate on my bed, curled up in my Spider-Man underoos, and my leopard print Snuggie. Aimlessly punching the keys with my index finger, or better yet, my middle finger. That is some slothful shit. But because I am a loquacious blowhard, I will rant for a while. I did not earn the nickname Great Big Mouth for nothing, and hey, at least I am not being lazy. So I guess I will put some fucking pants on and get to work. This is what I know. This is one of those concepts that just straight bother me on both sides of the debate. On one hand, yes, it is not good to be a wistful fuck with no drive and no dreams. If we were all just slovenly pigs, we have been conquered by aliens, or at least Canada by now. Alaska would just be another frozen province near the Pacific Ocean. But on the other, what is wrong with doing dick with your time every now and then? Are we expected to be seminal brokeback creatures of industry trying frantically to grab a deep breath to savor before going back to the grind? And why is it a deadly sin? Why is it such a turn-off to turn off the engines once in a while? Who can you possibly hurt by running on reserve power? The argument can be made that being lazy does nothing for the people around you and your family by and large. You can also say that the world is a much better place because people get out of their habitual holes. As the saying goes, idle hands are the devil's playthings. So by virtue of listlessness, diabolical comeuppance can really only come from doing nothingness. Now, personally, I cannot give a fat-fisted lady on pay-per-view if someone chooses to be slothful or not, just as long as my french fries are in the bag when I exit the drive-thru. But some take it to a level that requires so much effort that it cannot be considered slothfulness by its very definition. Like Bill Cosby said, it takes hard work to keep from working. If Daddy Huxtable said it, that is good enough for me. So let's start with all the inventive things that we would not have in our lives without a little kind-hearted sloth to play with. Hammocks, lazy boys, waterbeds, motorized rascals, those grabby things they make for people with short arms, microwaves, beer hats, Lazy Susan, that newfangled set of fingernail clippers that has more attachments than a Swiss Army knife, extra value meals, actually fast food in general would only be a working mother's wet dream, auto-tuning, yeah, fucking double boo. Automated car washes. Are you seeing a pattern here? Without a sense of sloth, the remote control would not exist. Without sloth, we would all be busy doing standard issue horseshit with time that could be better spent text voting for the next American Idol dipshit. And yet, people are horrified by inactivity. They condemn those layabout fuckers who take a load off and do their very best to appear busy at all times by any means necessary. Is it that frightening to be doing fuck all? I do not understand it, but I have another one of my controversial theorems. And much like Raymond Chandler, it just might blow the lid off of this kooky little mystery. I used the very best techniques and technology to come to this earth-shattering hypothesis. I used Silly Putty, moon sand, and those blow pens that you can order on Cartoon Network. Before you say anything, my son left that out. Instead of cleaning it up, I put it to work. Do not judge me. Anyway, after crunching all the data, this is where I am on the subject. I believe this all started with comfy pajamas. Think about those nice and beat-up flannel PJ bottoms you reserve for Saturday morning coffee and Sunday game days. There is no one more malleable to little or no movement than a person just straight chilling in their jammy jams. I have to say, that shit is just as appealing as all get out. All you need after that is a robe made of dead towels and slippers that were once stuffed animals. Luckily, I have both. I'm not trying to put down your personal sleepwear in the slightest, as there are many advantages to having underwear and pants made of the same fabric. But flannel, corduroy, terry cloth, these things are built like Buddha, truly. Please do not plot any recriminations against me. After all, you guys are the ones decked out head to toe in underpants, man. Honestly, the origins of this sin are very simple. In ancient times, people were expected to work all week and rest on the Sabbath, or Sunday. We were meant to till and sow, sun up to sun down, making more for the rest of us to pass about. These were the days when burning bushes spoke to hippies, and it took a village to raise an idiot. God forbid you tried to take a Tuesday off to watch your kid's bocce ball game or whatever they used to play in the 1960s. That was before my time. Never mind if it was because you were proud of the outfit your meager wife stitched together using nothing but bark and rock. They would more than likely cast you out as a witch, or worse yet, a liberal. So the roots of sloth lay in the virtues of menial labor, I guess. It seems like social judgment knows no timeline. But my argument is that this is just not a modern day sin. Sloth has gone the way of Friendster and 8-track tapes. These days, no one can really be slothful. Cell phones are leashes, and technology leaves no stones unturned. There is nowhere to hide today. There are only places to catch your breath. Hell, even people just sitting on their ass are doing something. Look at me, for instance. Well, in the book. Sitting on my big leather couch, writing a book that most of you motherless shits will most likely download and dump on your Kindles. But I am busy nonetheless, and you will all be busy getting nerdy for something you could very easily have gone out and bought with a coffee at a bookshop. You will be online or receiving scans that come directly to your own fax machine or texting or tweeting, whatever the fuck that shit means. You see, we are all a little bit busier than God expected we would be. This world has gone south of crazy and north of ordinary. This spinning blue marble is a fucking chaotic anthill, and I can almost bet on the fact that most everyone is doing his or her part to feed the collective. As the blank parts of the map were being colored in, we were connecting our network of dots to support a growing need to get shit done. Sloth, in this day and age, requires more expended energy than being slothful qualifies for. It means canceling all kinds of shit. Appointments, work, any kind of sports activity you might be involved in, a date, a wax, a happy ending. It all has to go if you want an annual sloth day. Okay, maybe not the hand job. That can only make you sleepy and improve your slothfulness. But everything else must go. It becomes a fire sale for the next 24 hours. And that, just by definition, makes it anything but sloth. When the hands at the end of your wrists no longer know control or restraint, you are neither slothful nor well. You are a tool for the grist of God, or Sam, whatever your boss's name happens to be.